With official mod support arriving on PS5 for Arma Reforger tonight, or tomorrow depending on where you are in the world, I figured this would be the perfect time to drop a quick start guide to help you dive in. Mods can dramatically change how you experience this game, but the sheer number of them can certainly feel overwhelming at first. Don't worry though, I'll walk you through the basics of how to find, install, enable and disable mods. I'll also highlight two of the most popular mods that you're likely to run into the moment you join a server. So, let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this, you're probably a very excited PS5 player, eager to jump back into Arma Reforger and explore the amazing world of mods. And honestly, I'm just as excited for you, because if you've stuck around long enough and enjoyed the vanilla servers, then you are absolutely gonna love what modded servers have to offer. So let's dive in. So to start things off, how do you even know what mods you need for each server? Well, Reforger makes this really easy, to be honest. You literally just click on your server browser in multiplayer, find whatever server you want to join. So for example, let's say the WCS Realism, and it will automatically bring up every required mod for that server. Now at the time of making this video, unfortunately all the servers or the modded servers were down just to implement the new update. But normally there'll be a join button here, and once these mods are downloaded, you can just click join, it will put you straight into the server, and away you go. But what happens if you're looking for a specific mod? Okay, so if you are looking for a specific mod, then what you'll need to do is actually come to the workshop here. Once you click on the workshop, you'll be presented with all the mods that are available. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of them, 904 pages to be precise. And if you want, you can literally just scroll through these and take a look at ones that pick your fancy, have a read on them, and if you want them, just download them. But of course, if you are looking for something a bit more specific and you know exactly what you're looking for, so let's just have a look at one of the ones I'll show you shortly, which will be the bacon. Sorry, click on the search bar and bacon loadout. So bacon loadout editor is something that I'll show you shortly. You can just type it in, click install, and away you go. Now, sometimes you do need to disable mods. There might be times where you're trying to jump into, I don't know, a vanilla version of the game, and the mods that you've got installed or enabled might prevent you from actually jumping in. So if that does happen, just come to your mod manager on the right hand side of the tab here, and what this will do is it will let you manage what you've got enabled and disabled. So as you can see at the moment, I've only got these 5 mods enabled just because I'm going to show you shortly, and the rest of them that I've had are all disabled at the moment. So once again, if I join a server that requires these, it will just reinstall them for me, or just ask me to, or prompt me to basically re-enable them, and we can get straight back into the action. So what I'll do is, like I said, I'm not going to go through every single mod because there's just so many of them, and it kind of takes the fun out for you guys to actually explore what you like. But I did want to show you a couple of mods that I guess when I started playing, kind of, if I'd known this before, would have helped me not feel so overwhelmed when I went in to sort my loadout and things like that. So the most common ones you're going to see when you go into a modded server is the RHS status quo and the bacon loadout editor. The RHS is basically an arsenal that has a lot of modern weapons, equipment, etc., gadgets that you can attach to your guns, and then you've also got the bacon loadout editor, which is an easier way of editing loadouts, creating kits, and saving numerous kits as well. So as opposed to the vanilla version, you can only normally save one kit. With the bacon loadout, you can save multiple kits. So what we'll do is we'll jump into Game Master, and I'll just quickly show you how this works, and then the rest of it will be up to you guys to have fun and go and explore, and yeah, find all the mods that you want. Okay, so once we're in a game, we can drop our RHS arsenal. So we've got the Russian one over here with the red icon, and we've got the US one with the blue here. So if we take a look at these, we'll have a look at the US one first. Like I said, with the RHS mod is essentially just a huge loadout with modern day weapons. So as you can see, we've got all sorts of weapons with attachments, suppressors, different sights. We've got all different ammos. Yeah, different binos, medical items, battery packs. There's a whole heap of things on here. Patches, plate carriers, backpacks, the whole thing. As you can see, there's a lot to go through. And the old way is you would basically, in the vanilla version, and some people still do it this way, which is fine. For me personally, I find it a bit clunky, but you would basically just drag everything over that you don't want. So if you want a new helmet, you would just drag that one over there and start building your kit. But there is an easier way called Bacon Loadout, which I'll show you shortly. I'll just quickly show you the Russian arsenal. So once again, you can see that there's a whole heap of modded AKs, yeah, different weapons, different rockets as well. So I did a rocket tutorial a few weeks ago, I think, just about how to aim with the RPG scope, and yeah, this will show you there's different aiming mechanics with different rockets. They all do different things. Yeah, different uniforms, plate carriers, body armors, you name it, it's all on there. So let's go build a quick kit just to show you how I like to do it in Bacon Loadout. So for me, this is basically a much easier way of putting together a kit. So you can click on each item and just build it as you go. So remove what you don't want, and just choose bit by bit. And then if there's a spanner next to the item, it means that you can actually go in and edit that further. So I'm not sure exactly what the button will be on PS5, but for me it's X. You just go in, you can add headsets, you can add a balaclava if you want, you can add NVGs, which I'm sure that a lot of PS5 players are going to be happy for. I know that there was issues with seeing in the dark when it first came to console, but yeah, now you guys can play on modded servers and see absolutely everything. We can then, just work ourselves down bit by bit and create a bit of a kit. So I won't spend too long on this. We'll just chuck something together, just so we've got something, and I can show you what it looks like. You can change your boots, obviously. And change that as well. Cool. And once we're done, we can then go into our weapons. Like I said, we've got different binocular slots as well. These are actually really cool, these binos. And if you follow TPM Tactical, he done a really great video and tutorial on how to use these effectively. There's so much things these can do. They can work out bullet drop, how far you need to aim, etc. Range finding, distance between two targets. So if you don't follow him, make sure you check him out and check that tutorial out. It's really, really helpful. Once again, you can use Garmin watches, which basically is like a compass. You don't even need to carry a compass anymore. You've got all different types of weapons. Yeah, as I said, you can customize this as much as you want, so I'm not going to get too bogged down. In your inventory, you can then go into each item where you can add further items in. So, for example, we might carry our, we might carry our radio, etc. A compass, map, compass. Even though I just said you don't need a compass, I just chucked it on anyway. Yeah, chuck all your items that you normally do in. Pants, again, add your medical items in if you want. Backpack, that's pretty self-explanatory. You can chuck whatever you want in there. I'm not going to go too far into that. And same with your vest. You can add, ammo as well. One thing that is really handy is whatever weapon you've got equipped, it will actually highlight the relevant ammo for that weapon. So you don't have to, go through the whole list trying to work out what you need for each gun. It will just highlight it, and then you can choose from the appropriate option. So we'll just go with these for now. Once you're done, you can then save up to 5 kits. So I'm not sure what it will be on PS5. I don't know why it's not letting me save that. Maybe because I need to do something in GM. Anyway, you can save it here. So if you've got a particular kit that you want to save, For me, on the Oz Milsim server, sometimes I'd run as a grenadier or rifleman or squad lead. So I have all of my different kits saved here. And then whenever you spawn in, you can just choose whatever kit you want. So that's really handy. Obviously, compared to the vanilla version, you can only save one kit. Whereas this, you've got options to do multiple. So that's pretty much it when it comes to those two mods. I mainly wanted to point those out just because it can be a bit overwhelming, and if you're not used to it, it can take a bit of getting used to, and yeah, you're not necessarily sure what you're looking at. So I hope that helps you guys when you get started. I'm super excited that you've got mods to PlayStation now. I think it's really going to change this game for you. So I look forward to seeing you all on the battlefield. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video or you found it helpful, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. But until then, I'll catch you in the next one. As always, keep it crispy. Cheers.